Hi, I'm Georgia.
Hey, I'm Clara.
Hey, I'm Ella, and
we're the Germein Sisters, and you're watching an exclusive interview with the fan carpet.
We all grew up playing music together, so ever since we were like little kids we started playing, so it's sort of just natural that we're still doing it now, and it's really cool that we can still do it now. So we all played growing up in high school, we played to our grandparents, we did little busking things in the local town where we're from when we were younger. So yeah, we've been doing it a long time, and I guess Georgia, you can take over this next part.
I kind of was always songwriting since I was young, and then yeah, wrote like a solo album when I was in high school and released that at the end of high school. And yeah, I kind of needed a band to tour with, and so I mean beforehand we were just mostly playing for fun, and then we decided to sort of take it a bit more seriously. And yeah, Clara didn't play drums by that point, but then yeah, when I she sort of taught herself the drums, and Ella already played cello and then taught herself the bass. I was like the School of Rock thing that's like cello, but apparently it's not the same.
Well, yeah, I've never played them before. We just had an old drum kit at home, and I used to love like mucking around in it and stuff, and every time Georgia would be just playing the piano or something, I'd run down and jump on the drums and play with her. So it kind of, I think, came a lot more naturally than other instruments to me. I did play a little bit of guitar and the clarinet when I was younger, so but yeah, the drums came more naturally. So yeah, I kind of fell in love with them, and that's what my favourite thing to do is now. So yeah.
I think we sort of just got really great feedback when we played as a trio, and yeah, we just sort of kept playing shows, you know, just mostly for, I guess, private functions and things like
weddings,
that people would just ask us, we need a band for this, and we got lots and lots of work in Adelaide just doing that. We really wanted to play our original material, I guess, more than ever, so we sort of decided to sort of make that step to just sort of focus on the original stuff. You know, occasionally covers is fine, but yeah, that would have been, what, 4 years ago maybe?
Yeah, and I think like we all realised it was a fun thing, like you can do a lot of travelling with it, and you get to go to all these places and meet people, and you have some fun experiences as well, and then you can travel and work at the same time, which is awesome. So and yeah, and like it doesn't matter if we play to people like 2 people or like 100 people or 1,000 people, it's still fun for us. So yeah, we want to keep doing that, obviously more and more on a bigger scale, but so far we're really enjoying it. Switzerland, New Zealand,
Yeah,
briefly Ireland a little bit. Like there's always been like everywhere we've gone overseas, I think as a group it's always been for music, and then sometimes there's been bonus parts that we had to do some touristy type stuff, or like yeah, but it's been, yeah, we've definitely been all over the place with it, and everywhere we go it's different, but the reception is different, but still good, all different types. So yeah, we played on a street corner in Vietnam like as part of that festival, and there's traffic still moving. I'm like, I don't know how this is safe, but you know, all the people on the street will come in to see us play, and then we played on a swimming pool in Germany on a TV show there. What else?
We started off, we played on a train.
We played on a train when we started off. We kind of found him more so than him finding us, but he agreed to let us find him. I guess, yeah.
So yeah, Georgia was kind of had all these songs written for our first album, and was looking for someone to record it with, and just researched kind of like dream producers or people that she really liked the sound of what they had done, and he was one of them that they just randomly emailed, and he got back to us and said, how can we make it work? And yeah, so we headed over to Ireland and recorded.
Yeah, 2012 was that, but it was sort of, yeah, we'd just been in contact over email. We were kind of just like, we were hoping this guy was legit, because we were sort of saving, all of our savings just went into this trip to record this album, and we got there and met him at the airport for the first time, like, you know, in Ireland, and yeah, it was awesome, and he had all these ideas for the album. Like, we'd always obviously talked over email, but we hadn't sort of Skype, I don't know, Skype would have been around, but we just sort of didn't do that. And yeah, it was just, yeah, it was fantastic, and it was amazing, yeah, amazing opportunity, and we came back to Australia with this amazing new product, so we were so happy with it.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever wanted to become like a certain band, like we wanted it to be ourselves, and I think definitely over the last couple of years we want to make our own unique band, but we've definitely been influenced by a lot of artists. I mean, U2 is one of our biggest influences from an early age. Their music and also their work in the community or around the world, so that was something that we really like you know, thought that was really cool. So then there's like Coldplay, a lot of great female artists at the moment, like Haim, they're a sister band, so we think they're awesome. And then there's like, you know, Ellie Goulding from the UK, like just smashing it at the moment. So there's all these people that we definitely look up to and influence, and I think we want to create music that people can enjoy and dance to, but also like connect with as well. So I think that was just sort of the aim with the music and the influences. I don't know, Georgia.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we just sort of, we grew up listening to, our dad played in, continues to play in like a New Orleans sort of rhythm and blues band, and we're always listening to the old classics, which was, cool to sort of grow up in that kind of environment. Always different music. I think my first CD was Celine Dion.
Mine was Shania Twain. I don't know if that was appropriate for like 11-year-old, but that was alright. I feel like a woman. Short skirts, men's shirts. That's probably why the bad influence came from. No, I'm joking.
I think only Kate Sobrano is Australian.
Yeah, oh that's right, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we didn't. I think I realised that I learned one of those songs when I was having singing lessons in high school, but I didn't know a lot about them, to be honest, until we played a gig when we first played a gig as a trio. I think it was like our first show we supported this Australian artist, and someone came up to us after the show and like, you guys are like the Australian Corrs, and we were like, oh, okay. So I went to the music shop and bought their CD, like the greatest hits, and had a listen. I was like, oh yeah, I can sort of see that, where people sort of got that from, and then realised that I did recognise a lot of the songs on the album, and so I guess since then we've sort of, Sharon Corb actually features on our album. She's a violin player, and which is incredible to work with her on our debut album. So that was really exciting. But
we're excited to see them live. We're like,
we've never seen them live.
Like I think like obviously like I said before, we want to be our own unique package, and it's like we don't mind being compared to other artists because like they're a fantastic sister group. They do a lot of harmonies, which we really love doing. So like I think it's
brother as well. So.
Yeah, our brother's not in our group, but not interested. But they're cool. Yeah, I don't know if Billy manages them, but I think he definitely did a couple of
produces them. We've done some tours of Switzerland, these school tours, and our Swiss tour manager was sort of put the idea to us, you girls should give Eurovision a try, because I don't know if we sort of fitted in with it, but he just thought that we could represent Switzerland. And it was sort of at the time when I think Australia had entered the previous year, but they weren't going to be entering again, and so we're like, oh, we probably wouldn't obviously get a chance with Australia, so we might give it a try for Switzerland. And we love Switzerland. Toured there, we've done so many shows there, mostly school shows, but it's a beautiful country. And so he sort of organised these Alphorn players, like the Alphorn's like the big Swiss traditional horn that you sort of hear in the mountains, and got them to feature on this song that I'd written. And
they were so cool.
Really,
we picked them up in the morning of when we were doing the recording, and they were dressed in their all like proper like traditional attire. They didn't speak much English, but that was so funny. It was pretty funny when we went to the food court after the photo shoot, and we were sitting, Mum and the manager had gone off somewhere, and it was us sitting opposite them, so we kind of looked like the queen around dates. But it was a pretty fun day. They were so sweet as well, and it was really cool to see like the Alphorns in action.
Like watching them being recorded, and we were working with this. We recorded most of the song in Ireland with our another producer, Stuart Gray, who also worked on our first album. But we finished like the Alphorn parts in Switzerland, and it was a complete they were speaking Swiss German the whole time, so I was trying to communicate.
What's happening.
And I played these notes, and I was just like, but he didn't have any English, so it was quite challenging, but it was really it's an amazing experience to be able to do that.
Even not
playing the notes of the piano, like these notes and this arrangement, and it was hilarious.
It was really cool.
We got there in the end. I am a massive fan of Coldplay, so I'd probably like to work with them, like the band or Chris Martin or whoever. I think that would be amazing. I'm actually seeing them in Australia later this year, which is so exciting. I got tickets the other day, so anyway, that's all I was going to say. I was like, I want to come too. That's alright, I'll watch.
I reckon it'd be cool to work with someone who has like a completely different style or something, like a rapper or something, just to like do a feature, or even just like a male vocal might be cool, like a Ed Sheeran or a James Bay or something
Yeah.
But yeah.
There's a band in Australia called the Hilltop Hoods, are really cool, so I would love to do like backing vocals for them, or do a feature and do some cool stuff. I play electric cello, so I always want to like jam out with maybe a metal band or something like that. But yeah, like anyone really. I think I think because we're females, it'd be cool to team up with a male band or a male artist, just to add that sort of different. But yeah, we're chill with anything. Maybe some a little electro stuff. I'm a bit of a fan. And in terms of producers, I think Pharrell Williams as an artist and producer, I would definitely love to work with him. He's worked with so many amazing people. I don't know if does Jessie J kind of produce. I'd say she has some sort of yeah. I love I know she's a writer, so I'd love to like work with her as well. Well, actually, Billy did our first one. Our second album we recorded with Stuart, who was Billy's assistant on the first one, so he was sort of like a co-producer. So yeah, we really liked both of their work. Billy was an amazing producer. We thought for our sound, because you sort of go with the sound that you're going for, we decided to go for a little bit of a different sound, so we went with Stuart for the second album, and we haven't really, I mean we know about a bunch of producers going around, but when you kind of know what you like, and you have to really trust the person that you're working with and know that you can tell them what you want, because it can be a bit daunting when you go into the studio and you're with someone that's got all this experience and you don't really want to be telling them how to do their job, but at the end of the day it's your album and your sort of baby, so you want to be able to work with someone that you feel like you can and like Billy was amazing, we could do that with him as well. We just went with with Stuart, who was had a different sound and a different idea to what like suggested. We sort of went down that road, and he's kind of like an older brother to us, and Billy's like a fun uncle as well. So we feel like it's still like a big family. And Stuart did an amazing job with the new songs, and I think he and Georgia had a few emails back and forth and like changing, so like, you know, not every producer would let you like do as many changes or be so gracious with some of the stuff.
It's quite challenging when you're sort of doing mixes and stuff in Australia compared to Ireland, but it's cool. And yeah, we haven't really contacted too many other people, I guess, but we're just
open to work and collaborate with whoever. But I think
going with the flow of the
stuff, we wanted to work with someone that we were really close with already, and because we worked with Stuart before, it just seemed natural to go with him.
I think we're kind of like a pop, rock, folk, indie, I don't know. People always say, what are you? And
we're a box of pop chocolates. You can think of that. Yeah, like we always feel like there's like little splashes you can get from lots of different pop artists. But yeah, we just want to have music that people can enjoy and dance to, but also connect with. So I think that's like the aim, and that's, we all grew up loving like a bit of classic pop music, and that's, you know, but like we love indie and stuff you can chill out to, and bit of hard rock as well, so we try and mix it all in. So much variety. I was saying I could just like watch people all day. I just love all the characters and the vibe. It's really awesome here, so yeah. That's on the bucket list of festivals. Yeah, I went to Splendor in the Grass last year in Byron Bay as well, and that was so cool. There's always Falls Festival. I don't know, there's the folk festivals, there's lots of different festivals.
Yeah, we've done a few of them, like the sort of folky things, the Adelaide Fringe Festival, and a bunch of different things, but yeah, those ones are
I think Splendor in the Grass and Falls Festival would be on the list. They're kind of, Australia doesn't have as many festivals as Europe, so you guys are,
the UK,
sorry, here, so yeah, but they're sort of the top ones to sort of be on, I think. We also did the Tamworth Country Music Festival, which is a really well-known festival in Australia, and we did quite well there, considering we don't really consider ourselves a country band, but people seem to like it. I think it was the harmonies and maybe the boots, I don't know.
I think everybody fights with their brothers and sisters, and it's definitely no different for us. Yeah, I guess when we first started out touring, I think that was probably more of a shock for us, even though we had grown up together and lived together growing up, but being like in a small car on the road in Australia and stuff, I think that was a bit of a shock to the system, but we kind of got over it very quickly, and now I think we're just so used to it.
I think it's almost better like being sisters than friends in a band, although being friends, like working with friends is awesome, but there's certain things we were saying before, like you can't say to friends, like, because they could walk out, we all have to come home for Christmas at some point, or like, you know, so, and we all like live together still, so we just, yeah, you just get over it, I think, like, but like, sometimes it might not be as good because we were saying you can say the most colourful word in the dictionary and like, what am I going to do about it kind of thing. So no, we don't do that though. We're all good though. I think after long hours you do get a bit testy with each other, but you know,
kind of knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses, and sort of the first tour that we did, I think as a band was kind of more challenging because we hadn't sort of gotten past that thing of you know, being siblings and then actually working together. So and we're sort of pretty good.
Yeah, you can see like I definitely can realise why a lot of like sort of new bands sometimes don't go in for the long haul, because it is really difficult. And there's certainly times where I've like personally thought, oh, I don't know if this is for me, it's so full on, there's so much travelling, there's so much long out, like all this sort of thing. And you can see like with friends how it'd be quite like, but because we're all together, like that we pick each other up and we always have each other's backs and know that we're all in it together. So I can see like if you're a startup band or a solo artist, how you can get quite lonely or miss your family, but we're all together, so it's just easy.
We probably don't get as homesick because we're all together.
Yeah, we're like, get away from me. No, that's a really good question. I think like Mum sitting there, I think Mum was one of definitely our biggest influences. She's not a celebrity in public eye, but I think to us she's a bit of a celebrity. She worked a lot like in Africa during the famine, and she did a lot of work. So I think, and she also is a nurse and she travelled a lot. So I think we always looked up to Mum, like she always looked like she lived quite an exciting life and really used her nursing to help others. And that was something we were always taught, like as kids, is to use what we've got and our talents to help people as well as help ourselves. Because we obviously want to do this as a career. So I think Mum was one of our biggest influences growing up. And
I think we were raised as well we weren't really raised to think, oh, you're a girl, you can't do that. So I think like for us, a lot of people would be like, oh, but you know you're just like 3 young girls kind of thing, but we're just like,
it's sort of more fuel for the fire when you get that sort of like thing from boys, like, oh, it's just a girl band, and you just want to be like, oh, like put on a really good show for them,
proving them wrong or something.
Yeah, and I think like we want to be known as musicians, not just like girl musicians, or that's good for a girl, but you know, we want to be just good, like, so and it is really difficult still. Like there's so many amazing girl artists out there and girl bands that are doing well, that play their instruments, which is awesome. But you know, you still get it here and there, people that haven't heard of you. You do get that sort of stereotype when they look at you and like the kind of music they think of another pop group. But we want to sort of be known as, you know, artists and musicians first and foremost, I think.
The contest over there, which was really amazing. It was great. It was quite surreal to be recognised, you know, for a competition over in the US, and it was a worldwide competition. But just kind of thinking of how, you know, just as something that songwriting, something you just do in your bedroom, you know, and that it's sort of been that you kind of compared to where you sort of up against other artists around the world. So it's pretty amazing. Oh
that's a long time. We used to play with her when she was winning that. That was like, I think that's when it started.
I think that started in primary school, the end of primary school I got an award, and I think that like those awards are kind of just really encouraging, especially when you're a young musician, that people are recognising artists, and I'm just very grateful for those experiences.
Back to back 7 times.
I was just like, that was it was really cool. So I'm just really grateful for those experiences, and that people were encouraging me at a young age to keep going with it. I mean, when I'm thinking, looking back to hearing the songs that I wrote when I was 10 or 11, like it's quite embarrassing, and just it's all the key changes and all the just like corny things that now I think about, I'm like, why did I do that? But I mean, it's just that learning curve that people were still encouraging, and without those experiences we wouldn't be here today. Why would we, you know, be able to write songs like like we have. So it's really cool.
We won the Tamworth busking competition, so that was the Tamworth Country Festival. That was the first year we ever went there, and we just didn't know what to expect. We would like set up outside a Pizza Hut at the end of the road. We're like, what is this like? Like it was fine, but we were like, we had to travel that 17-hour drive to get there. So we were like, oh, we'll give it a go. We just bussed away, and we ended up getting like heaps of people at the thing, and then we ended up like getting into the finals for busking. So we were on a massive stage there, and then we got to play, and then we ended up winning. So I mean, it was like a $1,500 check. It was like our first big check. So I think
we paid for the petrol though. So
it paid for us to get up there because that was a bit of a self-funded sort of trip to get up there and just test the waters, which sometimes a lot of it is people don't realise you do have to go out and put yourself out there and take these opportunities. But it ends up being awesome, and we've been back there 2 or 3 years in a row now. And every year we come back, we get good reception, book bigger gigs each time. So yeah, it definitely paid off. I think that was one of the big group things. I don't know, what else
we've been nominated for the South Australian Music Awards, which is pretty, big for us in South Australia, so we're kind of excited about that. Mum was nominated for one of the best managers, which was pretty cool.
She always throws in a clinker while they're in a muffin for every flyer.
But yeah, it's just cool to be recognised. I mean, we don't do it for the awards, though. We sort of just, I think the best awards that we get, I mean, they're not exactly awards, but when you get positive feedback from fans, particularly young people or people that might have been going through a rough time and a song's helped them or something, I think that's what really does it for us. So yeah, that makes it worthwhile for us for sure. So we've sort of, our biggest charity that we've been involved with is World Vision. Would you know World Vision? Yeah. So I assume you guys do. But yeah, so we've been sort of doing their, all through primary school, their fundraiser called the 40 Hour Fund, which raises money for people living in extreme poverty around the world. And so I went to Nepal with them in 2010 as a youth ambassador, which was an amazing experience to see their projects firsthand. And then they knew that I was sort of doing the music thing, and then we formed the band, and we sort of partnered with them and became artist associates with them, which is really cool to sort of promote their work while we able to play our music. And I guess that's something that we like to encourage with our music, is when we particularly play in schools and stuff, like for kids, do what you love, but make a positive difference with what you're doing. So that's been really cool. But we've sort of worked with other charities as well.
George is with Fauna Rescue, so she has 5 pet kangaroos.
Yeah.
At home or just like,
at home? Yeah. We've got a bit of land at home, so we have the space to.
Their mums were hit by cars and on the big roads in Australia, and Jordan raised them from when they were little babies. So
What are the names?
There's Lulu, Banjo, Ted, Billy, and Stewie.
Billy and Stuart are from the producers.
Yeah, Billy and Stuart, that we said we'd name a kangaroo.
They're both girl kangaroos.
Yeah, they're both girls. I'm like, sorry, they're silly girls. But yeah, they're really cool just having them since they're little and having in pouches, feeding them 6 times bottles a day, times a day. It's the bag sort of hanging at the end of our bed. But now they're living outside, which is kind of easier, and that was when we weren't touring sort of as much. So our poor brother, when we would go away, we'd have to feed all my kangaroos. But now they're sort of a bit bigger and a bit more independent, which is handy. So
we support a lot of wildlife charities as well, and animal reform, like fundraisers, that sort of thing.
We're just in Vietnam recently. We played at this place called the Bear Rescue Centre, which rescues bears from wild farming, which is a big issue in Asia. And so it was cool to see this centre that gives bears rehabilitation from this sort of terrible thing that's happening over there. So that was a cool thing to play at.
We definitely want to get more involved as we go on and things like that. Obviously, like with time and stuff, you sort of have to pick and choose which ones you do. But we love supporting charities. Like especially, I think we're very passionate about the environment and animals and those sort of things as well. Georgia's got we're all artists, but she's done that cool thing. So I think once you get to go out and see the projects, you really feel like you're sort of that next level, like attached to it, and you really want to help out. So visiting the Bear Wild Farm is definitely something I felt a connection to and really wanted to help out. So hopefully we can keep working with them. That's in South Australia, I'm pretty sure, possibly Monado Zoo. So like in Australia, there's definitely no hunting in terms of the native animals. There's so many of them. Like people do hunt kangaroos and that sort of thing, but like way out in the outback. But there's it's not something that we support. But the Aboriginals, the original Australian people, they used to hunt kangaroos for food. So it's like can't judge.
There's 3 kangaroos to every person in Australia. There's a lot of kangaroos around. Like the more endangered stuff, I think, is the bigger issues with feral animals and that sort of like cane toads and cats and things like that harm the native environment. That's sort of the
bigger problems, I think, more
Yeah,
than anything.
but yeah, the parks there, yeah, it's amazing that they can do that. Australia's got so much land, and I think like some of it's quite similar to Africa, so it's great that we can have the animals there. And a lot of the places in Australia, like the zoos or the parks, they're more sort of a sanctuary for the animals rather than like a small cage for people to view it. They always try and make the places much like the environment as possible, so that they feel right at home and they can rehabilitate them and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's great. Well, definitely growing up in the Adelaide Hills, we had a lot of pets growing up, and I think we used to love like soft toys. Like that's weird, but like we used to love like every place we went to, we'd always want to get a soft toy. And I think
like a dog.
Our soft toy like fetish went to like animals as well. And then our parents were really lucky and let us have like chickens and baby rabbits, and we had possums at one point. So we all like were brought up to look after them and care for animals. I think it's so important. Like I think it's great if kids can have pets if they're able to have enough room, and teaches them a lot about looking after people, being compassionate towards living things, and yeah, not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your other people, other things. Yeah, that makes sense. So for us, I think like, well, that's for me. I just love animals and they're so cute as well.
Yeah, we've really excited. We recorded this album sort of the end of last year, in Ireland with this producer Stuart Gray, who we love his work, and we're just sort of testing the waters with this new single. We haven't sort of locked in any, I guess, release dates or anything like that, but seeing what the UK audience like, and it's kind of I guess 100 years is a metaphor, is that the right word, sort of for life and for I guess the time that we have and what we spend our time doing, I guess. And when you listen to that song along with the whole album, you sort of get, I guess, the idea of the theme behind it, if that makes sense. But that's sort of, it's a catchy song, and it's really fun for us to play. We'll be playing that song tonight at the gig, so we're debuting a lot of the new songs tonight, so people can sort of get a taste of what the album's going to be like. So yeah, not exactly sure with release dates and that sort of thing just at the moment, but yeah, this year sometime for sure. I guess it's kind of, encompasses that theme a lot of the songs do. Yeah, but it's sort of also, a lot of the songs were written when we were travelling, because we've been doing that so much in the past little while, so there's a travelling theme behind the music as well. So yeah, it's but it's got some cool, bit of variety in there as well. It's still our same sound, but I guess a little bit more modern, but still keeping with our roots with what we love to do and the harmonies and the instruments stuff. But yeah, I guess people can sort of be the judge of it when they hear it. We're just excited because we're excited to play new songs. We've played the same songs for a few years now, and so that's kind of cool. But we're just really passionate about this new album to be able to play that. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we definitely need to do a music video. It's one of those things that you really have to plan out, because there's such an important part. So most important is recording the song to make it perfect. So we're just kind of looking at a few video producers at the moment to see what best suits us in terms of budget and what we want to, the story we want to tell through the song. So that's something we always, when you're talking about, do we get along? I think we always have a few creative differences and like at the end, but we'll no doubt work out an idea and get that done. I think when we get back, probably do maybe a few more covers. We really like doing a few YouTube covers every now and then for fans. So we always
request any.
Yeah, we always say to people if they want to request to give us a shout out. We've done Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift this year. We've done a few more Avicii, that sort of thing. So you can check that on our YouTube channel.
Yeah, but we're heading after the UK, so we're heading over to Switzerland for 3 weeks. We're doing a schools tour there, which will be really fun. I think 60 schools around about in 3 weeks, which would be crazy. But we've done it like twice before, so we know we can hack it. It's just a bit of a mental preparation with the early starts, because in Switzerland they start school at like 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning and finish at 5, so it's sort of pretty long.
That's why they're all so smart.
Yes. And try and sleep when in the time zone that you're going to, is that the
Yeah, as soon as you get on the plane, you pretend that it's the time zone that you're going to. So you're like, alright,
gonna stay up.
I never stay awake. I just sleep if I'm tired. If I'm just gonna have to deal with grumpy Ella if you're gonna like make me stay awake. So I'm still adjusting. I think afternoon I always want a little bit of a nap, but these seats are comfy. So
it's always worse going home, I think.
Yeah, but going back to Australia seems harder just for some reason. Yeah, it's alright though, like,
yeah, it's fine though, we enjoy it's just like, it's only a few days and then you're there and you can sort of enjoy it. I guess the time difference is quite tricky, but
yeah, coming back to your own bed is weird, like your own space, because like you realise how big your bedroom is compared to like a hotel room, or like usually we all share in the same room, like we'll have our own beds usually, but like if you're in a tiny thing, we're just like, oh, this is so weird, like and you realise how much stuff you have that you don't really need in life, like because you just live out of a suitcase most of the time, so you realise how much you really need, which is always, I always have a massive clean out when I get home from tour. Thank you for your support so far, we really appreciate it, and yeah, let us know if you want any covers or anything, any requests, feel free to ask us any questions, or if there's from wherever you are in the world you want us to come visit, let us know, and we'd love to try and make that happen. What else? We've got our
new music coming out,
so we hope you like that. If you've got any ideas, yeah, we're always open to anything, so, and thank you.
Yeah.